21st of November 2019, and I'm very excited about this because we have an exclusive report on Hector. Here is Australia today, and there's a few things that are worth pointing out. First is a cold front spreading through the east, and that's brought very, very hot weather. In fact, there have been a bunch of records broken for November in this general region, I believe. And then up here, check it out, Hector the convector forming over the Tiwi Islands, and you'll find lots of videos on this channel about that. And we've actually got on the ground pictures. These are from my friend Josh Soderholm, who's on a boat doing an experiment with radar on thunderstorms in the region. And these are of the same storm today, Hector the convector over the Tiwi Islands. So fantastic. And then, of course, the big story is continuing to be the fires in New South Wales, and they are continuing to burn, and lots of smoke, and smoke has spread into Sydney as well. If we look at the satellite loop for today, you can see the problem. As that front's coming in, the winds are blowing. They've got a northerly component, which means that the Gosford fire, which is this one here, and you can see the signature, the smoke has been blowing down, and that's Sydney in there. So as this change comes through, that smoke should then push off back out into the ocean. These are the winds forecast at 100 meters, and this is this evening. Moving forward, you'll see the change is here as that front comes down the coast, and Sydney will get some relief as that change moves through there. And the timing is tomorrow morning, so hopefully tomorrow we'll have cleared out a bit of the smoke, at least temporarily. A potential problem is that on Friday into the afternoon, it does look like the European Centre model is predicting thunderstorms, some of which could be dry thunderstorms over New South Wales. So the possibility of new fires getting started from lightning. It's nighttime over North America, and we've got a tropical storm Sebastian down here, and I think it's intensifying to become a hurricane. I'll have to check on that. Meanwhile, over the US, well, you see it's also bumping up against a long, elongated cold front. So this must be fairly cold air, getting close to a developing hurricane. Interesting. Yeah, so it is intensifying and forecast to become what I'm guessing is a fairly low category hurricane. But as it goes, it's getting bumped against that front we saw and heading off towards here. And actually, these are the Azores, and we know we've had an interesting year for the Azores in terms of tropical storms and hurricanes. And according to Phil Klotzbach, he says there have just been 7 other Atlantic hurricanes since 1966 that have formed after 20th of November. And 1966, that's because that's when the first satellites were coming in and recording. Over the US, a rather messy looking low pressure system has brought some welcome rain to California, and meanwhile in the Midwest there's another low pressure system bringing heavy snow into the far north and then into Canada as it moves eastward. Looking at Europe, we've got a large convoluted low pressure system out in the Atlantic. Here's the UK. And more significant is this low pressure that's moved into the Balkans, bringing heavy rain and even flooding into Slovenia, which is over here. Looking ahead, there's a rather nasty looking low pressure system moving into Spain on Friday, and this comes in and brings a lot of heavy rain across the whole of Spain and Portugal, but the big rain comes into the Pyrenees later, and that looks like on Saturday. And as we go forward, it brings more heavy rain, snow into the Alps, very, very heavy rain and persistent rain into southeast France, and then it menaces Sicily and southern Italy, and then into Greece later on, and that's Monday. If we look at the total accumulated rain, keep an eye on southeast France because it really picks up in this area. If we go through, you'll see the values climbing, and some of that will be snow over the Alps, and it rises into the yellows, which is getting up above 200 to 300 millimeters, so potentially flooding rain down there. And then you see the heavy rain spreading off southern Italy and into Greece. In the Western Pacific, we've got Tropical Storm Feng Wong, which is over here. And it is heading up, I believe, in this direction, and is forecast to bring some heavy rain to southern Japan. For Hokkaido, where I am, it's been fluctuating between snow and melting, and then snow again. And that is November for you, I guess. But as we move forward, it looks like the snow that we currently have is going to melt over the weekend. However, by Monday, there is a blast coming down from the north, and with that alignment of isobars, I do expect that that would correspond to heavy snow coming into Sapporo if it's cold enough, and it's right on the boundary. So yeah, that is interesting for Monday. That's one I'm going to be keeping an eye on. Over Africa, there's been a lot of heavy rain over eastern Africa, and even particularly in Kenya there has been flooding. Looking ahead, it does look like rain is continuing over Kenya, Uganda and Tanzania, particularly in this region and on the border of the three countries. A system that brought problems to the Gulf is moving eastward and bringing rain into Afghanistan and Pakistan, and that's turning to snow over the higher ground. You can see the system coming in to Pakistan is here, Afghanistan is here, India here, and as it comes in, the blues are snow, and you'll see the snow picking up over the mountains and collecting there. So heavy snow, or some snow, over northern Afghanistan, central northern Afghanistan, into northern Pakistan and into northern India. In fact, it looks like the northern India gets the highest accumulations. Yes, it does. Actually, it gets a hell of a lot of snow. If you look at this location here, you'll see the values picking up over the mountains of the Himalayas. Heavy snow, and it gets up into the grays. That is over a meter of snow, so a lot of snow in this area. Things have been again interesting down in Argentina with a severe thunderstorm outbreak, and this has brought a few tornadoes, I believe. And this one was in Santa Maria, Argentina. So that's it from me as we look down on the Americas as dawn rises, sun rises, dawn comes. And in the comments, let me know what you would like to see, or if you have some cool websites that you think should be in these videos, let me know. And what region you would like to focus on, where are you living, where would you like to look at, or just say hello. And don't forget to like and subscribe, of course.